Many people don't know what chiropractors do, and I think they're afraid of chiropractors. So on this show, we always bring on a guest who's going to give her testimony. So this is Sherry. Thanks for coming, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Sherry had a chronic injury 19 years ago. 4 surgeries on her ankle. Didn't do that well. Worked on a concrete floor. So if you have any kind of a lower foot or ankle injury, as you walk on hard floors, it affects your spine. So let's hear her story, how chiropractic and laser therapy helped her plantar fasciitis and her Achilles tendonitis. But Sherry, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Sherry M. Kimmock. I grew up here. I worked in manufacturing, distribution, hospitals. I work in a nursing home as of now. So I do a lot of walking on concrete floors. And I'm constantly, between manufacturing, distribution, lifting and lugging stuff. How many times I've thrown hard cases off of a order picker, 60 pounds, or you're driving a forklift. It all takes its toll on your body, especially when you get older. I got crushed. Accident in 2004. I got ran over by a trailer.
But she was afraid of chiropractors.
Yes.
And her fiance twisted her arm to come here. So, so let's take a break and then let's hear all these details. Thank you. If you were in my shoes, 45 years of being the busiest chiropractor in the area, working 50, 60 hours a week, and it's a joy. It is a joy to get people better. You have to be like a detective, Sherry. I think many doctors, when you first walk in and you have ankle pain, they just treat the ankle. But I like to sit back and say, let's look at the bigger picture. I have people, Sherry, that maybe 40 years ago, they fall off a ladder on their head. And then they come to me with migraines and they'll say, but that was 40 years ago. So we have to know about your past. So tell us about this event that occurred 19 years ago.
Okay, I'll just give you his footnotes.
Okay.
Because it's like, I'll be like a novel. 2004, I was on an event for the fire company and we were on a tow-along trailer and I got bounced off. They hit a pothole, I got bounced off. And my legs, got sucked underneath. I felt like somebody grabbed my feet and boom, slammed me down on my knees. So from there, it was just, I was taken to the ER saying, oh, you have crushed injury. And then I was set up with orthopedic like a surgeon for therapy and everything. But they tried shots, medicine, nothing worked. I have nerve pain from that. And then 2015, I slipped and fell, tore my quadricep muscle. So this whole left leg has just been one thing after another. Then the ankle, working on the concrete floors. Like I said, from being in manufacturing, 12-hour shifts. Same thing with distribution. You're on heavier duty equipment, slinging 60-pound cases. Over time, it's going to take its toll. And the concrete floors. I mean, yes, I wear orthotics. Yes, I have to wear compression socks. But this is all added on after all these years of damage that I suffered from. I've seen doctors. I've tried sneakers. I tried it all. Nothing's helping. And yes, my fiance talked me into coming to see you, which is what when you said the word detective, I'm like, yes, because you're the one that turned me on to looking like a detective. Because now I'm researching my medical issues, like the plantar fasciitis. I mean, how many people have plantar fasciitis and Achilles tendonitis in the same foot?
Right.
I mean, what are my chances? So it's like, yes, please, any help that you can give me, and which you have been, between adjusting my back, the lasers, it's been wonderful. Well, I mean, to stand up and not be in pain. I can tell you one thing, don't wait till last minute.
We'll get there. But if you're in my shoes, so her fiance would come in every now and then over the years with his father before he passed away. You would come in limping terribly, watching me, afraid to see it. And I remember thinking, Lord, I would love to try to help her, but yet I've learned, don't push yourself. The patient should make the only choice. So finally, her fiance, you were crying in pain. So think about it, guys. 4 surgeries, a bad ankle, limps so much on hard floors that she developed, again, plantar fasciitis is a sharp pain on the bottom of your foot. Achilles tendonitis is a sharp pain right above that, like by the calf.
Yes.
So finally she decided, and I said to her, multiple things we have to do. From limping so much, Sherry, we had to measure the length of her legs, which we'll do that on today's show. Her hips were all shifted because she was limping to get weight off of the bad ankle. So once we adjusted her spine, you had to soak it in cold water. I had to take you off of work
Yes.
to let it heal. And then we lasered her, and we'll see the results as time goes on. But go back. When you used to see me adjusting your fiance, and you were afraid at the time,
Yes.
were you thinking that maybe one day I should try it?
Yeah, I mean, I was nervous. I was nervous about the whole like cracking thing. I was like, because I tighten up, and that was one of my biggest problem. Like I was afraid, you know.
So now that you finally are under our care, and
Yes.
we'll talk about how much better you're doing, what would you say to people watching this show, mainly women, that are afraid? They've been traumatized by a rough chiropractor 10 years
Yes,
ago.
yes.
They think all chiropractors are rough.
That is
What
true.
could you say to ease their fears?
Well, he's not rough. He is not rough. He's top of the line. I'm telling you, come see him. You'll feel better. Because that's what worked for me. I mean, the whole time I thought it was like my spine. Like maybe something that was, and here all it would need it was like the hip adjustment. So yeah, definitely.
So one theme we try
Very
to get
gentle.
across, but not every chiropractor is the same. And I
No.
think that's what people sort of put us all in one category.
I think so.
You know, because I've been to some chiropractors myself. You'll see in the 10 minutes, we're going to lay you on your stomach. We're going to measure the length of your leg. She was taking weight bearing off of her left bad side, shifting it to the right.
Correct.
So she was limping terribly for what, years?
Yeah, I was like a ping pong ball when I would walk. I would bounce into stuff.
I'm just
It's
amazed.
frustrating.
When I try to take you off of work for short-term disability, I'm amazed that your employer didn't say to you, you know, take some time off. But if anything, they didn't want you to take time
No,
off.
because I'm desperately needed at
Yeah,
work.
she's a good, hardworking employee, but it's exciting for me. I wish people could see 19 years of pain,
Yes.
limping, actually crying in pain,
Yes.
barely able to get by at the end of the day.
Let's not
and how
forget
much
the
better.
restless legs. The
Well-
restless legs and the throbbing. So yeah,
Tell them about
everything.
If people, what is a restless leg?
Restless legs are like for me, I'm in so much pain. I keep like shifting my legs around. I can't. My legs, I mooch them around because it hurts so bad. There's like that throbbing and thumping pain, and I'm telling you, ice does work. See your chiropractor. He'll help you. Come see him. It makes a world of a difference.
You'll
Gentle.
You'll see in 10 minutes. So she took weight bearing off of the left bad ankle
Yes.
after 4 surgeries. She leans to the right, so her pelvis was misaligned, pinching nerves, causing restless leg syndrome.
And
So
back.
many people watching the show, they don't understand. Well, it's the back. But the nerves from your back go down your legs.
Yes.
So that's why. So we're going to end today's first segment. 19 years of pain, limping, crying, literally. No way
Yes.
she could continue to work. She came here, and let's talk on the next segment as to how you're coming along. So
Okay.
take a little break. We'll be back in a minute. But guys, I love what I do. Be a detective. 19 years, 4 left ankle surgery. She limps towards the, and I mean it. She really was like a wobble.
Yeah,
You know, taking pressure off of it.
definitely.
Afraid of a chiropractor. Her fiance comes and gets checked, and she finally said, let's get checked. It was a joy for me. Couple steps. First, get the spine in alignment. Then get weight bearing off the swollen bad foot already. So get her off of work. Soak it in cold water. Elevate the foot.
Yes.
Then we had to do laser. So as a chiropractor, we're successful enough to buy fancy, expensive laser machines to get the results that you need. So you're going to see an adjustment in 5 minutes. But for those people not familiar with a laser, what's your understanding so far even of what a laser can do?
Amazing things. Definitely take away your pain. I mean, I was really skeptical about the laser. I'll be straight up.
I was too.
I was like, yeah, how is this going to help? Because you don't feel anything. And lo and behold, I'm actually like walking better,
Now it's a joy to watch you walk more normally.
normal gait.
Just to share a little bit, sunlight, as we all know, is important for living things like plants and animals, even us, to get sunlight. The photon energy of a laser goes into the foot and reduces inflammation. So we're going to show it today, how
Good.
you don't feel anything, right?
No.
No pain.
No, no
So-
pain whatsoever. You just lay there, you work your magic. That's what I say.
You don't have to be rough. And I'll be
Yeah.
honest, folks.
Yeah.
Here I am, in practice 45 years, yet all my joints are good because if I'm gentle on you, it's more gentle on me.
Right.
So it's helpful for me to how long. I have local chiropractors say to me, when are you going to retire? Because I think they know that so many people come here, like they can get some of my business. But I mean
Yeah.
it. My brain, Lori, I have a joy in seeing people like you get better. So I have no intention at all in retiring. I want to probably just cut back as I get older. Okay. So what we're talking about in today's show, she had a bad injury 19 years ago and 4 surgeries. So if you have any kind of a lower foot problem, a bad toe, a bad ankle, a bad knee, it's going to want to make you limp. It's going to affect your spine. So as a chiropractor, we cannot just fix your back.
Right.
We had to talk to her about
Everything.
Because you used to even get, I think, like different shoes.
Yes,
I think back
I
then.
wore orthotics. I had the different sneakers. Everybody's like, do you like the comfort sneakers? You know, get something with more support, more comfort and foam. And I've tried everything. And it works for a little bit. And then I'm back to square one. I mean, because I'm constantly hitting that floor. And like you said, it's not just about your back. It goes not only right down your back, it's your hips.
And now remember, we want to look at the big picture. She's doing much better.
Definitely.
But we're honest, we know that there's been 4 surgeries to the ankle. That, in my opinion, you have a permanent weakness in that ankle. So if she
Probably.
goes back to the hard floor, we said that eventually can cause this whole thing to come back again. So we want you, it's a hard question, to think about a different either position in that company
Yes.
or a different career. Because now that it's good, you cannot be walking on hard
I
concrete floors.
Do
So
not want to go back to that pain. I was saying that. And yes, I'm looking at different avenues to go
you
down.
have to talk to HR and say to
Yes.
them, now that I'm so much better, can you put me in a different department? If they can't make room for you, then you got to look for some, and that's a career change is not easy, Laura.
No, it's not.
But you, how old are you now?
Sherry, I'm 51.
Sherry, sorry.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so you're not that old of a girl. If you want
Yeah.
to work 15 more years,
Right.
you want to make sure the back stays strong
Yes.
for the future job. So,
Correct.
like, what kind of work do you think would be good for you to do?
Well, that's a tough decision because I love so many different things to do.
Sherry's job is going to have to be altered. She cannot go back to a hard floor.
That's
And
right.
again, I think many chiropractors, to be honest with you, they just crack the back.
Yep.
Don't talk about ice packs, elevation, get her off of work. They don't talk about maybe getting a different career. But if you're watching this show, that whole package is what a good doctor, I think, has to do to give Sherry a beautiful, healthy future.
Thank you.
You know?
That's definitely true.
My health is my priority. Stop eating pizza and beer or whatever we do. Put it towards your health. So we're going to take a break now. We're going to go down the hall. We're going to do the adjustment and then the laser. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, folks. This to me is the most important part of the show. Many chiropractors, in my opinion, don't do a proper adjustment of the spine. So she just said it 2 minutes ago before we came back on air. It is such a joy, she said, to do something that you and I do so we take it for granted.
Yes.
Which is what?
Walking.
Just for her to walk
Simple walking.
and to stand on her feet, something she couldn't do for years. So
Yes.
we're going to put the table down. Remember, so she had 4 ankle surgeries over the last 19 years, chronic left foot pain. We call it plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis. Couldn't walk. Tried everything, orthotics and shots and physical therapy. After limping for so many years but being afraid of a chiropractor, her fiance got her to come to me. So let's check her pelvis. we checked the length of her legs. And sure enough, so her right one is a 1/2 inch longer. So what we found is this is her permanently damaged left ankle. She would force the weight to the right side. So we use this table. We get on the right side. Let me just make it a little bit firmer here, Sherry. And we just tap it. I have people now taking a video. So a wife, for example, will take a video of me doing this to her husband because the patient feels nothing. There's no pain. This is a drop piece table. Then we recheck it. It's my way of critiquing my work. And Sherry, that's perfect.
Good.
So all of those years, remember, you were an inch off initially.
Yes.
Today, a 1/2 inch off. So I still want you to put 20 minutes of ice on top of the inflammation of the right side. Try to walk as normal as you can. You know, we get in a habit of like limping if we could.
Yeah.
And if ever the Achilles tendon acts up again, same thing. You know, put some ice on it or soak it in cold water. Let's check the middle. Now breathe in and exhale. Good girl. Nice and easy, nothing too rough. Okay, now we're going to do the neck even. So her right side was adjusted, the little thoracic adjustment. Now we're going to check her neck. So lay on your back for me. I want people to, even this table, I take it for granted. Many people don't have that. It's called a high-low, Sherry.
Yes.
Where if you're 80 years old and in terrible pain, it's hard to crawl on a table and crawl off the table.
Definitely.
So we try to buy, you know, good tools to get good results. How was your neck doing today?
All right.
Okay. No headaches or anything?
No.
And I'm going to speak my heart here. I think some chiropractors feel they have to get something to crack. When I palpate her neck and it feels good, I mean, there's no need to be rough with her. I think a good chiropractor communicates to the patient, so we're not even going to adjust the neck. I'll put a little pressure point right there. So her right leg was out of alignment, it's adjusted. Now we're going to go put a cold laser, an expensive machine that reduces inflammation of her chronic. For 19 years, she could not stand or walk properly. So now that she's adjusted, we're going to go do the laser. Then we took her off of work. She had to soak it in cold water, and she had changed her life.
Ice and elevation.
Good girl. So let's go do the laser. We want to shed some light now on laser. Many people have no idea what a laser does, but Sherry wanted you to see the discoloration. Go ahead, you say it.
I mean, these are my injuries. I'm really not comfortable about it, but I have discoloration because of this crushed injury. Under here's where the wheel kind of went over my leg. I suffer a lot. My scar from when they tore my quadricep muscle. This would look like a donut, and this is no word of lie. This was like a donut, literally wrapped around my ankle. I would feel like I had a clamp like this. It would be so much inflammation and swell. My foot would be like twice the size. My leg would swell, would be like this big. You could see right here where I had my sock. You see the swelling? I mean, because I don't have my compression sock on today. But all this was like a balloon and swollen. And since being off my feet, doing laser, I don't have that pain, that squeezing, throbbing pain anymore, where I can walk heel to toe. I don't have to limp, because even if you look at the bottom of your shoes, you would see how your foot is turning in or out with the ankle. And this was, like I said, like a donut would swell, and you could see it was getting black and blue.
But it looks so much better from
It
when
does.
it was.
I mean, as for
I
the
remember
color,
how big and
Do you
swollen
remember
it
how
was.
swollen it looked like a balloon around then? I mean, look at that.
And the reason we're talking about this, again, my specialty as a chiropractor is the back.
Yes.
But by getting the back in alignment, plus the laser, plus the ice, it all helped.
Yep.
Now she's going to lay in her stomach. Okay.
Yeah, if you have to push the pants up, go ahead.
You're good. Just a little bit here. But Laura, as you were doing that, did you notice she has a little bit of a flatter foot?
Yes, I do have a flat foot now because of the concrete.
So again, as a chiropractor, you work with the whole body. She has more of a flat foot. So again, standing on hard concrete floors, 4 surgeries that did not help her leg too much. So this laser now, I programmed for Achilles tendonitis and then plantar fasciitis. The photon energy of a laser used in Europe and Japan. In America, Big Pharma wants us to take a bunch of pills, which results in side effects. So laser is a very advanced way to reduce inflammation, speed up the healing process. So in conclusion, see a chiropractor who's gentle, who can get their back in alignment, who looks at the whole picture, to laser her ankle. Eventually she's doing much better, but now she's going to be advised to go back to a different job. So with flat feet and this chronic tissue damage, she cannot go back to the old job eventually. So Shara, I want to thank you for doing the show with us.
You're welcome.
He's giving me the signal that's just about up. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Next week's show, Dr. Russ is going to be with us, a chiropractor from Bloomsburg who's helping us up here at the office. So have a great day.
I'm Dr. John. How's it going?
Ryan, I'm grateful to share some of my experience with those who are listening.
Yep, and today we're going to talk about tailored treatments because the last TV show you did, the girl got adjusted and was quite rough. And when you have to adjust me, it's kind of, quite soft. So
You're right. Many people will come to me because I am on the gentler side. They've been roughed up and hurt by rougher chiropractors. But the opposite of that coin, if a 20-year-old wrestler, football player sees me and needs a more physical adjustment, so I can do more physical. This woman said to me, I'm 70, I love that you're gentle with me, but my 40-year-old son is hesitant to come here because he thinks you might be too gentle. And I told her, if he has no arthritis and bad discs and stenosis like she does, we can be more aggressive. So a good chiropractor tailors the adjustment to the specifics of each patient. So you can get a rougher or a more gentle one. So communicate with your chiropractor, get an adjustment that's tailored exactly what you want.